Someone reminded me I once said greed is good. Now it seems it's legal.
It's a very emotional story. You know, when he gets out, the consequence of what Michael goes through in the first movie, you see him get out of prison, he doesn't have anything, there's humility there, so it's a different perspective on the same character, and that's a really interesting thing to do 24 years later.
Gordon Gekko was one of the biggest names on Wall Street before he went to prison for insider trading.
That name doesn't mean anything anymore.
In the background, you see the 2008 crash evolving in slow motion, and you learn a lot about what is really going on in the banking world behind the scenes, what's not shown to the American public.
It's a surreal experience to be, you know, in the office with Gordon Gekko, not just Douglas, but with Gordon Gekko. It's really intimidating.
My character is the CEO of an investment bank, and, you know, I mean, he basically is the reason why we're all in the situation that we're in. Yeah, he's a tough cookie.
My character in the film kind of is the spokesperson for the little person that got destabilized when the economy fell apart.
Oliver was much more sensitive, I think, than I was expecting, and more sentimental, actually. He's kind of a softie, really, at heart. And he was really insightful and supportive and very good at taking me aside and giving me my backstory to my character, so I loved it.
You know, I always walk away from Oliver Stone movies with enjoyment, yes, and a little bit of knowledge about something I wouldn't necessarily have been interested in.
It's easy to get in. It's hard to get out.
Is that a threat?
Absolutely.
Actors each one was fun. It was Shia and Carrie, new generation, fun, idealistic. And we had some tough scenes, actually, very conflicted scenes. And Josh Brolin is middle generation, so you get the 40s. And I love Josh. I worked with him before. He's one of the great American actors, underrated. He plays the bad guy, one of the bad guys. I loved, and Michael Douglas is the 60s, so you have three generations. Michael is the only repeater from the old film, except for a brief cameo by Charlie Sheen.